Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis Autosports. Excited to offer you guys another gorgeous 2000 Toyota 4Runner. This is a one-owner, Carfax certified guaranteed truck with a flawless history, clean and clear title, in hand and house ready to sign over. Nearly 30 service records on the Carfax report, locally traded in, and absolutely gorgeous inside out undercarriage drivability. Here at Davis Autosports, we specialize in the third generation and even the second generation 4Runner. This is definitely one of the nicest ones that we've recently had in. All original, bone stock, dealer serviced. It came in excellent condition. We spent a lot of time on this 4Runner with reconditioning it. We'll go through some of that information here shortly as we do our walk around. 4Runner truly looks like it has maybe 40,000 miles tops, if that. We'll do some close-ups on some panels, then I'll get into some good detail about the exterior. After the cosmetic report, we will do a drivability report as well. We are shooting this in 4K, so if you have the ability to view it in 4K, please do so. As you see, this thing is in excellent condition. I'm sure you can't tell, but this 4Runner has 220,000 miles, but it truly, as mentioned, looks like it has 30 or 40,000 miles. One owner, garage kept, impeccable service history, locally traded. As I'm sure you're well aware, if these things are taken care of, 400,000 and 500,000 miles is something you can expect. So we'll get into some further detail. You got a good understanding of the overall condition of the exterior. I'm going to tell you some things that we did. So starting off, the 4Runner came in excellent condition. Of course, we did our full paint correction service. If you're unfamiliar with that, in a condensed version, essentially what we do is we mask off all the non-painted panels. So fender flares, bumper caps, all that gets masked off. Every part of every panel that has paint on it gets wet sanded down with different grits of sandpaper and water. What that essentially does is take a very slight layer of the existing clear coat off of the vehicle. Then you're left with a new layer of clear coat that has been underneath that surface. However, it's dull from sanding it down. So with multiple steps of different high-speed compound machines, different pads, different materials, different liquids, different compounds, it's multiple steps to get it back to life. So what you're left with is a beautiful finished clear coat. And as you see, the surface is going to be very, very smooth to the touch. The gloss is going to be amazing. What paint correction does not do, a lot of people hear paint and they assume that it's an application of paint being done to the 4Runner. There's no paint being sprayed on it. And also paint correction, like I said, it only takes a thin layer of clear coat off. So if there's a scratch that is through the clear coat onto the base coat, we're not applying any clear coat or any actual paint. Therefore, deep scratches will still be there. It essentially gives the top layer a beautiful shine, very smooth finish, and that's what you have. That's about a 5-day process with 2 recondition specialists that have spent that much time on this to get it to what you're looking at. These wheels on these 4Runners are notorious. They're actually painted, so they will get a little bit of cracking in the paint finish, even a little bit of chipping. These wheels were removed. They were sanded down completely to metal. They were then sealed, primed. The primer was sanded down for a smooth finish and refinished with wheel paint. All 4 wheels were completely redone, as well as the center caps. Another thing that we did is we refinished all of the black trim all the way around the entire 4Runner. to give it a nice dark black rich finish. One thing I want you guys to note too, on all the chrome on these bumper caps, you will not find, unless they've been replaced over time or garage kept, chrome caps on a 4Runner that clean and that nice. Now please expect very minor wear and tear associated with any used vehicle. Take a look at that wheel, looking beautiful, and you are riding on a like new set of Michelin tires all the way around. Another thing, this frame and undercarriage is extremely clean. You can see how smooth the metal is. The bottom of the doors, the rocker panels, no rust issues whatsoever. Take a look at that pinch weld in the center of the frame, absolutely perfect. Take a look at this front chrome. It's in great condition, grill's in great condition. You got a little scuff on that corner right there. You will not find a 220,000 mile 4Runner this clean. It came in excellent condition, and with our reconditioning, it's that much nicer. Wheels essentially are refurbished. They look brand new. It's all done in-house. As you hear this engine just absolutely purring. Frame super clean. Back bumper does have, we'll show you this cap right there, perfect cap. You got a little dent in that lower region of the bumper. Just wanted to point that out. Tailgate's in excellent condition. A lot of little things to note on this 4Runner if you know these well. A lot of the weather stripping in these get dry rotted. Half the time this stripping is actually not even in place. So that's another sign that this thing was garage kept. All the emblems up close are very, very clean. Usually they have some cracking and everything else. So all the trim around the windows, very, very clean. No dry rotting or anything like that. So overall, if I had to rate the exterior, especially considering the work that we did for the year and the miles, I would have to give this truck a very strong 9.5 out of 10. I'll never rate any vehicle a 10 out of 10. I'm also giving that rating system based on the year and the mileage. I don't think you'll find a 200,000 mile vehicle of any sort this clean, this nice. Extremely well taken care of. Another thing that I like to see on this truck, all the lenses are factory Toyota lenses. They have not been replaced. This is another really cool thing. That's a factory Toyota windshield. Now with that said, we have one little chip. It's very, very small. It's right there. What I highly recommend, I'm leaving this up to the end user. It's included in the price. We will either replace the glass, which I do not recommend at all, or we can fill in that professionally. We have a windshield company that comes out here and they do a high pressure resin. That way you have a factory windshield, factory seal. Aftermarket windshields don't ever fit the same. The seals aren't as good. So that's what I would recommend. Either way, it's included in the purchase. Beautiful, beautiful truck. History on this truck: one owner, garage kept, locally traded, extremely well serviced. Some of the most recent services on this truck include a new rack and pinion steering up front. That's a very expensive service in part to do. It also has brand new control arms and ball joints. That's very expensive as well. So if you look in here, you have a brand new control arm. You have new ball joints. Take a look at that frame. We have not painted that frame. It's very smooth to the touch. It has not been undercoated of any sort from us. Take a look down here at how clean this all is. I mean, the metal on this frame is smooth as can be. Take a look at the factory strut. You still have the factory paint inspection on the coil portion and the body part. Goes to show how clean and how well taken care of this thing has been. And then, like I mentioned up top, You got a brand new control arm and all new ball joints. In addition to the rack and pinion steering up front, the axles have also recently been replaced as well. So essentially, all your major steering components have been fully serviced, addressed, or replaced. Extremely clean inside, non-smoker, cigarette lighter has never been used. I also want to make clear that every single VIN plate on every single panel on this truck is included. That means that panel is original, has not been replaced. Those are only put on from the factory. No odors, no burn holes. All the bolsters are super clean. Armrest is in great condition. Seat belts are clean. Top of the steering wheel is very clean. The dash is very clean, no cracks. All the buttons and everything are extremely clean. Both keys, both remotes. How often do you find a vehicle this age? Not often, I can tell you that as the buyer of Davis Autosports and the owner. While we have this door open, factory issued VIN plate there. All the glass all the way around this is all factory Toyota glass. This is what you look for on these trucks. Originality, factory issue VIN plate. Now sometimes this interior color can kind of play tricks on you, whether there's stains, because there's so many variations in the fabric. There's no stains in here, very, very clean. There may be a few little stains in the carpets here and there with any used vehicle, but the carpets are very clean overall. Headliner is very clean. Sunroof works exactly as it should. All the seals in here are perfect. They're not dry rotted. Same thing with the exterior seals. No issues whatsoever. Factory issued VIN plate. If you look at the bottom of the doors, absolutely perfect. Bottom of the rocker panels, equally impressive. While we're here, take a look at the sway bar end links. Bushings are in great condition. Look how smooth that frame is right there. Super, super smooth. Body mounts are smooth. I can tell you guys, you're better off buying a one owner, fully serviced, impeccably cared for 4Runner with 200,000 miles than you are your run-of-the-mill 4Runner that hasn't been serviced, that hasn't been taken care of with even 120,000 miles. These things go forever. It's all about how you take care of them and how clean and nice they are. I'm showing you all the prone areas that are known to get icky, a little bit of rust. Those brackets are perfect. Factory issued VIN plate. Bumper pads very clean. Factory tow hitch as well. That's nice to have. Factory issued VIN plate. The reason I bring this up, guys, because that VIN sticker is only put on from the factory when this vehicle was manufactured and built at the plant. So it's an original panel. The doors are original, fenders are original. So even though the Carfax doesn't show an accident, sometimes I've seen cars that have a perfect Carfax report and 4 of the panels have been replaced and you don't know why. So Carfax isn't the whole story. And on the flip side, I've seen cars saying that they've been in an accident and they had no paint work, 0 signs of an accident. So Carfax is somewhat of a good thing for some things, but it's not the end-all be-all. You want to judge the vehicle for what the vehicle is, not what a private company says. But the private company says great things about this truck, so I'm just making a statement. Clean, 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 clean all the way around. Super clean. Now, if you're a stickler for leather, we offer a full leather seat conversion. Different prices depending on what we do. We offer leather, we offer a two-tone insert, we offer Alcantara inserts, heated seats, etc. So if you're interested in that, I know a lot of people love leather, and I can tell you one of the benefits of new leather is obviously it's new. Most of the leather in these 4Runners are older. Factory issued VIN plate. Look at the bottom of those doors. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to show you every part. Look at that. I mean, that is just super impressive. And I can tell you, as the buyer of Davis Autosports, I have to pass on 15 4Runners to get one nice one. So all these things that I'm showing you and I'm pointing out are things that you don't see as often, and that's why we have to pass on so many. She's been purring the whole time. Let's give you an exact mileage count: 223,217. You got books and manuals still in the bag, and she's as clean as they come. I'll pop the hood for you guys as well. She's been purring this whole time. She'll purr another 200,000 miles. Factory issued VIN plate, all Toyota stamping. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Check out how nice the padding is as well. You don't ever see them that nice. They're usually ripped off. Just all the clips are in place still. I mean, this thing's really, really nice, guys. All right, so I'm gonna try to give you take this off the Steadicam. Just give me 1 second here. I'm gonna give you as much video footage as I can of the just bear with me, guys. So what you're looking at right here is a natural frame. We haven't touched it, we haven't coated it. And just look how clean this is. The wheel wells are spotless. There's your newer rack and pinion steering. Let me get underneath here. So this is a really important part of these trucks. So that's everything you're seeing there is all factory. These pinch welds right there are usually very flaky and rust. I mean, that floor pan is perfect. Take a look at the bottom of the mounts. They are perfect as well. Just give me a second here. Transfer case, as clean as can be. You got no leaks coming from any of your pans. Oil pan, transmission pan, transfer case, super, super clean. Cross member brackets are very clean as well. So this is just one of those 4Runners that checks all the box. Good owner history, one owner, fully serviced, Carfax is perfect, title's perfect, extremely well taken care of, all original, no upgrades. AC works as it should. Everything's been fully tested, 4-wheel drive, Sunroof, power windows. One thing that's nice about the analog AC cluster is that it's not prone to fail. The Limited uses a digital system, and it's all too common for those to fail. Like I mentioned earlier, both keys, both remotes. Left mirror. Right mirror. Go out and in and up and down. We're not going to bring the windows all the way up and down, but you'll see they function as they should. Sunroof as well. AC is definitely working great, as I showed you earlier. Non-smoker. Steering wheel has zero. I'm going to do a close-up. That's all the leather grain still there. It's not worn out at all. It's not sticky. Hopefully you can get a look at that ship. I mean, it's extremely small in scale. So I think us filling that with a resin with our windshield company is the right way to go. Steering is going to be perfect. As I mentioned earlier, all major components up front have been done. Control arms, ball joints. I mean, this thing just drives incredibly smooth. So once this truck, that's a raindrop right there. Once this truck makes this turn, I'm going to do a hard acceleration. You'll see the transmission downshift to a probably second gear. Put the transmission and engine under a little bit of stress just so you can see this thing functions absolutely perfect. Very smooth shift, and there you go. Since we've had this truck in inventory, I've actually been driving it quite some time. I'm the owner of the company. It's never had one issue. Check engine light's never been on. Great driving truck. Approaching 30 minutes here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact us at 855-955-3377. If you're watching this video, please note the date of the video. If you're on YouTube, our vehicles sell very quick, so if you're watching this vehicle beyond 30 to 40 days from it being hosted on YouTube, it's most likely a sold vehicle. So just check on that date before giving us a call. We leave all of our videos up on YouTube so people can always check out the quality of vehicle that we sell. We don't take them down when they're sold. So just make a note of that. You could also visit our website for our current inventory if this is already sold. We sell nothing but nice 4Runners, Tacomas, and Jeeps. Davis, DAVIS, Auto, AUTO, Sports.com. DavisAutosports.com. Thank you.